While we wait on the food forest to come along, since it is a very long slog, we're here to also share failures and successes, mostly failures, of converting lawns into garden. Grow food, not lawns. And so here's the failures. So these are test plots using a drill instead of tilling. Cut it real low, drill in, plant corn, sunflowers. You can see them growing. They're just not taking off very well. It doesn't help. The soil here is horrendous. Outside of this little patch right here, all that is beans. It's about the best dirt outside of what I'm gonna get to. Bunch of beans. We got mustard greens. They're all gonna get picked before they go to seed. Lettuce, some sorrel. Nothing but weeds, with some marigold and other stuff dabbled in. All of this was invasive or ornamental, everything to look pretty. But I don't really like pretty. This is pretty. That is a ton of tomatoes. Had some peas in the back, some sunflowers, top left corner, radish going to flower, some brassicas. We did not plant a single tomato seed in here. We just threw out a bunch of tomatoes and they are going gangbusters. Haven't thinned anything because if I thinned them, well, I had a bunch of radishes here. I pulled them and then weeds fill the space. So I'm not pulling the good stuff. Got lucky, got some wood mulch. Got some pumpkins or squash that I did not plant. I love volunteers. Got some purple sweet potato in there, which I did. More tomatoes, didn't plant. More volunteers. And all throughout here, the wood mulch, I take the compost bucket and I like sticking it under the compost. And then stuff just pops up. Here is what I've had a neighbor come up and ask if I need help to cut the grass and, pull things down last year. But if you see those little balls on there, that is a bumper muscadine crop. Tons of it. And got trimmed back to mainly 1 or 2 lines, and it has come back in full force. We still have some pretty stuff. Roses, that's edible. That's some kind of daylily, I don't know. Got strawberries tucked in. Massive hostas, which I've left some because they are edible. I'm not a fan of the taste all that much. I probably got to them too late. I'll probably try again next year, and we will see. More hostas with some lemon balm and muscadine growing. Got radish and lettuce and onions. All this, they're just stick it where I can. Some of it comes up on its own. As you can tell, I do not weed. I do. I pull up some, but most of this was, you see privet stumps in the back, mandina's back there, but all replacing with the good stuff. We got some violets. I don't care about pulling. More row of strawberry. We got blueberries. We have raspberries. Those blueberry plants are struggling. I planted a strawberry with a blueberry to eventually try to have them go around it. We got some peas there too, some nitrogen. Those were a mixed bag. Some worked, some did not, but I need to do better next year. A little bit of blueberries, you see. And the kids eat them usually before they turn blue. I had to fight them off yesterday. Not that many, but it's coming along. And I got rows where I planted some greens, see if they come up. I got some Malokia, Oric, and Amaranth. and then some tomatoes again at the end. Planted some scuppernong. Tomatoes here are doing horrible. The soil is horrendous. And some grapes that have died 3 times and came back with, finally coming back. They came back, or they started popping up, and then frost got them every time. So 3rd time's the charm. No more frost. But everything here is doing horrible because this is pretty much the limit of the decent soil, which is, you know, wood chips and then putting compost in wherever I can. So, a little fire pit. It ain't pretty, but there's a lot of life, and the kids love coming and picking food, and they love coming outside and love snacking on everything out here. I got peas in the back that are dying back, but they absolutely demolish. And we still have a little bit of a place to run around. I prefer to grow food, not lawns. For a country that hated the aristocracy, we sure did try to imitate them with a bunch of lawns, but trying to change it. This is better. This is life. Yeah, so let me know what you think, what you complain about, because it is not pretty at all. I don't like weeding. I do it as little as possible, and that's why I'm going the food forest concept, because I want to work with nature, not against it. The whole grass is the weeds to me. Most of the weeds I let go because they're useful or edible in some way. Yeah. Let's hear it.